And welcome to what is surely going to be the speaker event of the year. A total sellout today, selling out ahead of guests like Stuart Broad, Jason Robinson, Neil Ruddock. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Harriet. Previously a customer, now a friend. He was mistaken for Hugh Grant whilst living in San Francisco. We can't quite believe that one. He was caught up by a rampaging killer in Los Angeles and questioned by the LAPD. And he once spilled soup over Bruce Willis. All of this has had to be vetted by his wife and was also written by Stephen himself. But he is still here, he's ready to tell it all. So please welcome our guest speaker this afternoon, Stephen Chenery. Introduced by their career highlights, such as Premier League winners, FA Cup winners, Rugby World Cup winners, Test match legends, and so on. But not today's speaker. His introduction will be a career lowlights. And in no particular order, they're as follows. He can hit a golf ball at right angles and regularly take 3 putts on a green. He played charity cricket in a match last year and after bowling 1 ball had to retire with an injury. Let's dive into it. Tell us, why are we here today? Why have we put you on the other side and made you so nervous?
Yeah, right, so good question. I wrote the question, so it's a good question. So thanks for asking that question. So first of all, everyone who's in here today is everyone who I wanted to be in here today. So, and I'm probably at some point today going to struggle a little bit, so bear with me a little bit. I'm struggling already. Good at O-levels and A-levels, but I ended up, when I was 21, a bit lost, and I went to my mum and dad and said, I've got a great idea. I'm going to go skiing for a season, which they thought was a great idea, so I did. So I packed a set of skis with a friend of mine, £1,000, and we flew to Los Angeles. And we got a bus up to a place called Boise in Idaho, without any real idea what we were doing. And we ended up in a little town called Sun Valley, it's kind of near Ketchum in Idaho. And it's an incredibly idyllic place. It is wonderful, wonderful mountains, 1 set of traffic lights, 4 or 5 bars, and it was incredible. And I got there, and I went there for 1 season, and I came back 6 years later. And in that time, I spent basically 4 years there, and I spent 2 years after that in San Francisco, and a little bit in LA as well. And I basically had to work. And the first 6 months, I was a chambermaid. I used to make beds at the weekend, change towels. Then I was a landscaper, and I was a painter. And then I was a dishwasher, and then I got into the front of house. And Sun Valley is a sort of town, a bit like Aspen. It's full of like celebrities and people. And I ended up in this restaurant working with this chap, and he was kind of the best place in town. It wasn't a big town. And I ended up like working for all these incredible like A-list Hollywood celebrities. So I go to do dinners at people's houses like Barbra Streisand, Robert Redford, Clint Eastwood. And I would do all this stuff, and I would go there, and I would cook, and I would serve, I get looked after, Bruce Willis, Demi Moore, and all that sort of stuff, Schwarzenegger. And that's why I spent kind of 4 years there. And of course, that's also where I ended up meeting my future wife, my current wife, and I'm still my same wife. We've not changed in 27 years, but she was from, and is from, Sun Valley. I met her there in the back end of my 4 years there. And then I went down to San Fran with her, and we were down there for 2 years. So that's basically how I got into the industry.
Lovely. And
I'm here, and I got Pat down here. They drink a lot. No doubt about that. I mean, I've got to be honest with you. Ricky and Mark, what do you say? I've got to say, if I had to pick one or two sad people in the room, then they might be up there, okay? I'm not saying they are, but they might be up there. I know Mark Lloyd, that they come in and I'm like, Barney, Ed, massive hug. What would happen? Steph would get upset. Why didn't I get a hug? Why didn't I get an introduction? So what she'd do, she'd come in, if I wasn't here, she'd go back outside, wait for me, and then she'd come in and I'd go, Steph, and I'd give her a massive hug. And she'd feel good about it. But they're fiercely loyal people. He's properly loyal. I love that about it. It's not the older people, it's the younger generation. He turns up, he has lunch, he comes to the events, he always says nice things about us. He's a great guy. Matt McKinnon, you're a legend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Matt. And then Jambros and Panda, Nigel, what they did to me in 2020 was unbelievable. So they were in a point in their offices, we weren't coming up here, and they said to me, come for lunch, come for lunch, come for lunch. I go up to the offices, we sit for lunch, and we chat, and we talk about what we can do as a company, where we can go forward. And they helped me work out that I could do sporting lunches on a Friday lunchtime. Without them, I wouldn't be doing it. So I owe you a great deal of gratitude.